So yeah, I wasn't expecting that, and that is actually a lot worse than I anticipated. So right, I've gone and done it again. I've gone and bought another stolen Q5, but this time I've bought the best Mark 1 Q5 money could possibly buy in terms of it's the highest spec. I have bought a stolen SQ5 Plus. Now, I've lucked out. I'm just about to go and get it. I've lucked out because it's the closest Copart to me. It's only 25 minutes away, so I've massively lucked out there. So let's crack on. Let's go get it. I've paid a lot of money for this car. It's worth a lot of money, and it is going to be, I hope, in okay condition. Because if it's not, then yeah, I've probably just committed financial suicide. So enough waffling. Let's go pick up my new SQ5 Plus. Well guys, I've just got to Copart and I'm now just waiting for them to bring the car out. So God knows how long I'm going to sit here for. I could be here for anything up to an hour. So yeah, report back when I have a car. Here we go. There she is. Oh my God. Be gentle for Christ's sake. Right guys, I've managed to get it off the trailer, off its own steam. So engine runs seems to be okay, drivetrain seems okay, gearbox again seems okay. I have only just reversed it off and driven around to here. Nothing to report so far, but I do have a host of warning lights on the dash. Everything you can imagine. Hopefully it's just battery, but I don't think it is. So let's just put it to some music. Guys, please welcome my new Audi SQ5 Plus Mark 1. Here she is. Now just take a moment to appreciate how good looking this SQ5 is. It is my favourite colour, Sepang Blue, which is my favourite non-exclusive Audi colour, black styling pack, 21-inch alloys. This car is pretty much the highest spec Q5 Mark 1 that you can buy. So it's the SQ5 Plus, which had an additional 20 horsepower over the normal SQ5, and I'm not 100% sure of the other stock differences, but I do know that the diamond stitching seats there in the middle is an SQ5 Plus thing as well. Now you might be wondering what's actually wrong with this car, because it looks fine. Why have you bought it from a salvage auction, and why did you buy it at all? Now the Q5, the last Q5 stolen recovered that I bought over a year ago, click in the top right hand corner to watch that video if you haven't seen it. That was similar to this in terms of it was stolen recovered, HPI clear, but I didn't have any keys. Anyway, watch that video, you'll find out why. But I actually really liked that car, and I was a little bit gutted when I sold it, because it was just a perfect daily car, 3-litre TDI, great car to drive. And I've wanted one again since. Now SQ5 is obviously the daddy of the Q5s, so perfect car again, and I want this as a daily driver. That is the plan. Taking the kids to school, etc. I just want a nice reliable car. I say reliable, I have bought it from a salvage auction, but it will be a reliable car once it's finished. And if I'm honest, the Skoda Octavia, which I've been using for the last 18 months, I don't know, just fancy something a little bit fresher. Now this is stolen, recovered, HPI clear, so it is unrecorded. However, there is a massive drawback to it, and it is a massive risk, which I still don't know whether it's going to have paid off or not. So now, if you can see here, look, we have evidence of a burn. Now, when I looked at the pictures, inspect them closely, I couldn't really see anything much more than that. And obviously, if it's unrecorded, it's unlikely to be too serious a damage, otherwise it would have been a write-off. But we'll get to the damage in a moment. Let's just go around the rest of the car first. Most of the wheels are actually pretty good condition. Tyres are all on about 5mm as well, and they are tyre matching. Damage down the side, all pretty good. There's only really, I mean, the previous owners thought he was a little bit cool and put an SQ5 badge on when there's no such thing, so I don't like that sort of stuff, so that will be coming off. Yeah, we've just got damage here in this corner. So it's a previous repair, because the paintwork's awful here. So I'm not actually too bothered that it's damaged, because I would have wanted that redone anyway. So we've just got our marker light indicators there. So we've got a bumper that needs doing there. We have a bit of a scratch here that needs doing, and also the offside front wing, but that will and you've got a couple of tyres here as well. I'll show you the offside wing in a minute because it is relative to the damage. Interior wise, it is pretty much perfect. There is no damage, just needs a bit of a clean, but everything is really nice. All good, great condition, no damage that I can see. In terms of spec, it's a really good spec as well. So as I was saying, it's Sepang blue with black styling pack, 21-inch wheels. It has electric boot. It has, let's just go over, it's got panoramic sunroof. It's got lane departure warning. It's got Bang & Olufsen, auto lights and wipers, adaptive cruise control, drive select with the sports diff. It has got tech pack, which I think is standard. What else has it got? Reversing camera as well, folding mirrors. So it's pretty much fully spec'd out. I think the only thing it doesn't really have is head-up display and carbon inlays, but I do want to change those to carbon inlays because I think it's what's required to really finish this car off. So yeah, interior, apart from what I've actually just noticed, this doesn't actually hold, so mechanism in there needs replacing, but other than that, the interior is pretty much mint. So the reason this car was maybe a little bit cheap, slash the reason I bought it. So I think, so this is obviously stolen, it's been parked up, and I think that someone's tried to torch it, because you've got a crack in the windscreen and a load of burn here, load of burn marks here, look. So whether someone's lit something like a mini petrol bomb, I don't know, and thrown it at the windscreen, it's cracked it, and they've just tried to set the car alight, I don't know. It obviously hasn't worked, but we do have quite a lot of melting damage on the scuttle panel here, and it kind of goes down into here, look, falls into here, down there, and I think has chewed a little bit of wiring, but I'm not fully sure. But what it does is it goes in there, and it actually goes under the wing, and as you can see, caused a lot of damage here. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that, and that is actually a lot worse than I anticipated. So yeah, when I was looking at the pictures, I mean, all I saw was a little bit of a damaged windscreen, a wiper blade burnt. I couldn't obviously see this melted bit because obviously they took the picture like that. So yeah, we've got a bit of burn all around here, look, inner wing. So yeah, it's actually a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. I won't know to the extent, I mean, it's damaged the winglet, so you can see the wings got hot and the paint's kind of bubbled. So if you can, there you go, look, you can see. So this whole wing needs doing as well. We're not really going to find out the extent of the damage until obviously I get it up on the ramp. So best case scenario, best case scenario, we're going to need a windscreen, about £500 worth of bodywork, wheel arch liners, scuttle panel trims. I don't know if the bonnet's okay, we'll see. I'll get a polisher out and see what it's like, but yeah, So there it is, guys. There's the first look. That is what we're dealing with. Obviously, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, and in the next video we will be getting it into the workshop on the ramp, and yeah, we'll be stripping down that side. Hopefully the damage is superficial and nothing more than that. We'll be replacing the windscreen. It hasn't got an MOT, so we need to book an MOT, make sure it's roadworthy as well. When I was taking off the trailer, the DRLs on this side wasn't working, and I can see from under here that quite a lot, you won't be able to see it, but there you go, look, a lot of the wiring is hanging down, so we might have a bit of melted wiring, which is obviously not ideal. So yeah, in the next video, that's where it's gonna start kicking off, and we're gonna start stripping down and seeing the extent of this damage. Let's just jump in. Right, onto the inside. It does run and drive. It starts. Engine and gearbox seem okay, although I do have a host of warning lights. I've got sports diff faults, I've got start stop, I've got, I mean, every warning possible I've got on the dash, and I'm hoping that's just because maybe the wiring is a bit melted down the offside front. So I'm really hoping like maybe 1 or 2 wires have gone and that will solve all my issues. I really hope that is the case, but obviously we won't find out until the next episode. But yeah, other than that, engine seems okay. And yeah, the next video we'll be getting it in the workshop, and it will be a full strip down, and yeah, I'm going to proper crack on with this so I can get it on the road as quick as possible. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy this video, and yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe for the next one and follow me on Instagram at saving_salvage. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.